I'm finally back home. Feels so good. Last weekend I was in Miami for Karate Combat. Absolutely amazing. And then Monday I had to leave to go to a remote spot in LA to film Killer Whales the first season. It was absolutely amazing. I may or may not be the villain. We'll see. Oops, dandruff just fell. Anyways, hair is clean. Let's talk about it. And I also have to be very, very fast and concise because my Chick-fil-A order is on its way and I've been craving Chick-fil-A for quite some time. The breakfast only though. Okay, so let's get into it. First and foremost, we have to talk about crypto taxes. I've told you guys a million times, okay? 1.5 million times. Also too, make sure to smash the like. I can't really see how many people are in here, but we need to get this at least to 100 likes to push this out, okay? There was some, I don't have the document in front of me, but Kraken was forced to give all of the customer information to the IRS. Some people think that this is because the IRS hired like the 80,000 agents or 70,000 agents. I'm not 100% sure if that's why or why not, but it would potentially make sense. Get the likes up to 100. We need to push this out. So I've always talked to you guys, taxes are a scam, and the Fed, I don't like them. We don't need them. I really feel like we do not need federal taxes. State taxes are more than enough, and I don't even like those. And again, that money gets misappropriated. But also too, you guys, I told you guys to pay your crypto taxes. I've always told you to pay your crypto taxes. Why? Because if you don't pay your crypto taxes, you can get in debt, they can fine you, and they can incarcerate you, okay? And this is why I pay my crypto taxes. I'm a mom. So I think you should do the same. I don't like them. You don't have to like them, but we still have to pay them. Again, 151 viewers, smash the like, push this out to 100 likes, okay? So that's happening. If you've used any crypto exchange, a centralized exchange, you're going to have to file your crypto taxes. If you have not done that, or if you've avoided paying your crypto taxes in the past, I highly recommend you hire a CPA and you get that situated, because they will come after you. And we've already heard the blue administration talk about crypto traders are crooks and this and that and all these different things, which we know that's not true. We know the real crooks are the public servants. However, it's politics, it is what it is. Let's prove them wrong. Next, Bittrex was hit by the SEC. If you don't know what Bittrex is, it is what was a centralized exchange. They had two entities, Bittrex International and Bittrex US. A lot of crypto exchanges have a US version and an international version, so they can offer different products and services to the designated area to the best of their abilities. That's what most of these crypto exchanges have done. They've done their best to comply with current whatever regulations, which there are none. 192 viewers, only 69 likes, giggity giggity, smash those likes, get us up to 100, okay? So because of all the craziness that happened with the SEC going literally after everyone and their mom, Bittrex decided to wind down their US operations, which sucks because they were in business for 6 years in the US. 6 years in the US. 6 years, okay? That's a long time for a crypto exchange. And now the SEC is going after them. There's these big fights, But there's two very important things. Well, actually three very important things. The first one I wasn't able to articulate properly, so I'm not gonna talk about it. But the two other things are very important, which could potentially help other crypto asset exchanges fight back against the SEC, because we all know the judges are getting tired of this. 224 viewers, only 90 likes, smash the likes. Now, two things happened here. Bittrex US hired an absolute army of attorneys, like really, really great attorneys to help them fight this battle, okay? So this is important. Three of the things that they're clapping back on are very important. I only can articulate two of them though, and that's okay because I'm not an attorney. Anyways, the first thing, the SEC did not give fair notice to Bittrex. They didn't give fair notice, and that is a direct violation of due process. In the United States, we have due process, we have things that we have to do correctly, and the SEC didn't do that. The SEC hasn't been doing things like that and has been unjustly going after everybody and their mom. Ripple, Coinbase, Binance, Gemini, Kraken, you name it, they're going after it. But they've been doing these things, and they've been going above and beyond what they're really capable of doing. And that is a direct overreach in power. In the United States, we're supposed to have checks and balances, but for some reason, the SEC doesn't really have that, because I personally believe it's a TradFi thing, okay? Any traditional financial entity really kind of gets to do what they want to do when they want to do. We have 242 concurrent viewers, only 106 likes. Smash the likes. Get this up to 200, okay? Now, that's important, because that could really just kind of end the case here and there because they didn't follow due process. However, it's the SEC. And again, friendly reminder, the SEC, the people that work there, they are put into power. They're not elected. That's problematic. That's not the way America is supposed to be. And Warren Davidson wants to restructure the SEC. When we talk about firing Gary Gensler, it's not just firing him because he's an a-hole. It is restructuring the SEC. It is removing Gary's power, removing his position, and restructuring so you have 3 blue and you have 3 red that make, yeah, straight out of bed luck, but that make the decisions. And that's something we want. We want things to be a little bit more equal, okay? That's what we're trying to do here. So when you hear me say fire Gary Gensler, it's really not about firing him. It's about restructuring the SEC. But that hashtag is trending, so whatever. Anyways, let's see. Now, the second part of the Bittrex US lawsuit. Bittrex is claiming that crypto assets trading on a secondary market are not securities. And that's exactly what Bittrex, Gemini, and all these crypto asset exchanges are doing. They're simply allowing you, retail and accredited investors, anybody, to buy and sell digital assets according to their needs, according to your budget, according to just the way you would stocks. But not necessarily, because crypto assets are different than stocks. They really, really are. They have different utility. So that's all that they're alleging, okay? And this is good, because if they can win this in court, it could help for other issues that we're seeing. And again, you guys, one of the big problems I have with what's happening in America now, everyone's like, yeah, the SEC, and anybody cheering for the SEC, I don't care if it's a Bitcoin maximalist, I don't care who it is, they're full of it. They don't care about your liberty, they're just doing it for clicks, and they're absolute scum. We have 270 viewers, only 133 likes. Smash the likes, get this up so we can push it out, because I'm giving you my time and my Chick-fil-A order is about to be here. So this is important. One of the things I don't want to see in the US, our healthcare is very centralized and it's like a monopoly. Our cable television, centralized like a monopoly. Cell phone providers, internet providers. We want to be able to have choices. We want to have choices in America. Low-level capitalism, non-corporate capitalism is American. It is the foundation of America. If I want to use Bittrex, let me use it. If I want to use this exchange, and I've done my own due diligence, I want to be able to choose what I use, okay? You're intelligent enough to decide what you want to use, how much risk you can be exposed to, etc. I believe in you. We talk about self-education on this platform. And the removal and the downfall of all these crypto exchanges, yeah, monopoly is illegal, but unprosecuted. Thank you, Laura. Monopolies. Monopoly, that game we grew up playing up, they say they're illegal, but they're not. They are literally not, okay? They're not. We see it. Like, I'm in California. I'm forced to use, like, Kaiser or PPO. It's like ridiculous. I'm gonna calm down. But anyways, I want to be able to use any crypto exchange that I want to use. I want to be able to use a DEX if I want to use it. I want to be able to, and again, you guys, the attack on centralized exchanges is eventually going to be an attack on DEXs. So keep that in mind too. You better be paying your crypto taxes on that. 312 concurrent viewers, only 177 likes. Get them up. 300 likes. Come on. So I want to be able to have choices. And again, we need some sort of guidelines, okay? I'm okay with the proof of reserves. I'm okay with the segregating customer assets. I'm okay with doing those types of things. Crypto exchanges have been more transparent. Crypto exchanges have been more transparent than the Federal Reserve. I dropped a video for y'all last week. Y'all didn't really watch it because whatever. That's fine though. But now let's talk about the BlackRock, the ETF thing, okay? The ETF thing yesterday, the initial news was the SEC rejected BlackRock's ETF spot Bitcoin thing application and Fidelity's and the rest of them because it didn't indicate an intermediary. An intermediary is essentially like a Coinbase, a crypto exchange. Well, of course they didn't include an intermediary. Why didn't they include it? Because the SEC is going after Coinbase and Binance and everybody and their moms. That's what they're doing. So why would a big company like BlackRock that knows the game, why would they include it? Basically what they did, they played 69D chess with y'all. 320 likes, only 205 likes, smash the like, push us out. But they played 3D chess with y'all, and they said they didn't include an intermediary because they needed the SEC to respond, okay? They needed the SEC to respond because if they would have said, okay, we're going to use Coinbase, the SEC would have said, no, Coinbase is under blah, 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 blah. So now they're using Coinbase, and they're going to see what happens. And if Gary Gensler does not approve this, if he does not approve these, it's going to be it's going to be a big uproar, big trouble for him because we're talking about BlackRock. We're talking about him clapping back against BlackRock. Please explain the BlackRock attacks. So as far as the BlackRock attacks go, I don't like BlackRock. I think they're a bunch of scammers, and I don't think they have good intentions for this industry. We've talked about in other videos before, but what BlackRock is doing with the Bitcoin spot ETF, they basically want a piece of the market. But we also found out in previous videos that BlackRock is a shareholder in MicroStrategy. So essentially, BlackRock still does own Bitcoin. And my issue with BlackRock owning with the BlackRock ETF and all these other traditional financial ETFs is that it's going to force you to hold your Bitcoin, on with them. And the whole purpose of Bitcoin is self-custody, to break away from the third parties, okay? BlackRock is a monster monopoly. So that's basically what happened with Coinbase, with BlackRock and with all the ETFs, okay? With all of the ETFs, what happened is the SEC says, no, we don't like your application, please revise it. So essentially it wasn't rejected, but it needed to be modified, but it was kind of rejected, okay? So we covered Kraken was forced to give all of their users' data to the IRS. So if you're on any centralized crypto exchange, you have not paid your taxes, you're gonna probably get hit, and you're probably gonna need to. So I'm telling you now, taxes are a scam, and the Fed, you're gonna need to go back and revise those. We don't wanna get the O people in trouble. Oh, Army, no. Next, Bittrex went ahead and they clapped back against the IRS. They indicated 3 very important things in the lawsuit. I can only explain 2 of those to you. The first counter that they're giving is Bittrex US allowed for crypto assets to be traded, but trading on secondary markets shouldn't deem them as a security, and that's exactly what they did. And then also too, the SEC didn't give Bittrex fair notice. We have 386 concurrent viewers, but only 226 likes. Smash the like, get us up to 300. They didn't give them fair notice, and it's a violation of due process, which is a big deal in America. And then the last thing we covered was the Bitcoin spot ETFs not being rejected, but they just needed to be modified. Anyways, my Chick-fil-A is out to be here, sending y'all love and light. Have a good rest of your day. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow, but we don't know yet. Also, too, when that news came out about the Bitcoin ETFs, Bitcoin had a 5% drop, and then I think it rebounded. But we're in range. Anyways, y'all, sending you love and light. Bye-bye.